time now for Ask the Expert. Revolutionary medical procedures are helping women have babies.
Yeah, we have Dr. Brian Baer here to discuss what is known as UFI. We're not talking UFO here, we're talking UFI. What does that mean?
It's close to that, but not quite. It's uterine factor infertility.
Okay.
And it's caused by three things typically. One is when people are born without a uterus. The other is when they have to have their uterus removed. And the third is when their uterus doesn't function properly. And as you can imagine, it's quite devastating for women who are in those categories.
So what do you do? What is this new technology? What do you do from here?
Well, it's a technology that is where we actually transplant a uterus, and women have to have their normal anatomy otherwise. They have to have functioning ovaries. And what's interesting is when we talk to the public about the actual procedure, it's not really well known.
No.
What they do is they stimulate the ovaries, and then they harvest eggs, and then they transplant the uterus within 6 to 8 hours. And then you have to let the uterus take hold for about 12 months before you actually reimplant the eggs.
So what's the science on this? Is this a game changer?
Well, you know, they've done it in Sweden, and they've had nine attempts. They've had 5 pregnancies and 4 live births. So I think it is a game changer. But you have to remember that this is a transplanted organ, and you have to take anti-rejection drugs. And therefore, it's the only transplant on the globe that is temporary. So their goal is to have people have 1 or 2 children, and then they eventually have to have the uterus removed so they can stop taking the anti-rejection drugs.
Wow.
Do you have to take the drugs during the pregnancy as well?
Oh, you do. You do,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Otherwise, you potentially will reject the uterus.
Now, there was one just in the U.S. that did not work, correct?
That is correct. And what's interesting is I've been looking at all the news feeds to see what the cause was, because they said it had to be removed very quickly. My gut instinct is that the blood supply probably clotted off, and then the organ didn't take, so they had to remove it.
So who's this available to? Is it available to all women?
No, it's available to women who fall into those categories,
Sure.
that they have normal ovaries, normal anatomy, and their uterus either doesn't function and it's been removed, or they have congenitally absent uteri.
Well, it's certainly going to be something we're going to be watching as the science develops on this. And
It's really cool.
It is
Amazing
fascinating.
technology.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Got a question for our experts? Email them at asktheexpert@today'stmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail. We have the number right there for you.